This holiday season, I want to hand make something for everyone special in my life. And luckily, your girl is a sculptor. But here's the dilemma. Today is November 23rd, and I'm leaving in less than 2 days to fly to Texas and see my parents. I can't really bring all my clay supplies there with me, so that means I really only have today and some of tomorrow to sculpt as much as I can. And honestly, that is the perfect amount of pressure. Because if there's one thing you need to know about me is that I thrive on arbitrary conditions. To help with this little endeavor, you may have noticed I got a new desk. Because sculpting is so rough on my back, I really wanted a standing desk again. So as a little Christmas present to myself, I'm upgrading my whole desk setup. And Vernal was so nice to sponsor this video, so let me give you a tour. This is the solid wood standing desk from Vernal. I got it in this beautiful warm cherry wood color. To save space, I also got this integrated desk tray to put my keyboard and all of my other knickknacks in. It's built with this collapsible hinge, so you can also use it to type on. I thought this was such a beautiful touch, and to add a level of vertical space, I got their desk shelf to put my monitor on. I got their biggest size because I like all the crafting space, but you can totally get any other size. They have 7 colors to choose from as well, and it's truly so modular and customizable. The desk also came with 2 cable management trays and even hooks to add on the side for your headphones or cables or whatever. I know this is sponsored, but this is actually the best desk I've ever had, and I've tried many standing desks before. When we were building the desk, my boyfriend said he could tell how much attention and love and care was put into this product, from how clear the instructions were to how they pre-drilled in all the holes for you. And overall, this desk just feels so much sturdier and stable than any other standing desk I've had before. So if you want a standing desk for yourself or for a loved one, Vernal is having a Black Friday sale. Prices start as little as $429. You can also use this link and my discount code for an additional 6% off, plus $70 off of their classic sets. Thank you Vernal for sponsoring, and now let's get to sculpting. The time is now 3:27. I'm gonna keep this up so you guys can see the time going by. I'm also gonna start a stopwatch on my phone, so the time starts now. Okay, so I already have a couple ideas of what I want to make. I feel like for my friends, making incense holders would be super cute because I've been really into burning incense. So I could make them a little clay incense holder and package that with like a bundle of incense sticks, and I think that'd be super cute. But this first sculpture that I'm making is actually going to be where it all kind of started. I'm going to be making this for my dad.
You've been through lately. I know this ride can be shaky, and we'd be much safer on the ground. So very sure that you felt it, and so very hard to explain it. Up in the air, this love we found. It's a tricky situation.
Hello, so it's been a little over an hour. It's been an hour and 20 minutes actually. And here's the progress that we've made. It's gonna be another version of my forever pawns. I did a series of these a couple of years ago. They were all commissioned, so I didn't get to keep a single one of them. And I'm not gonna keep this one either, obviously, but at least this one is gonna be for my dad. My dad is kind of the reason why I even have this goldfish character in my shop. And now I'm kind of obsessed with making various forms of goldfish. But the way the story goes is that a long time ago, my dad had a goldfish, and the day it passed away, I remember my dad cleaning up the fish tank and being really sad about it. And he was like, "Oh, Maxine." And I was like, who is Maxine? The whole time that fish was alive, I had no idea that my dad had named her, let alone cared that much for her. This goldfish is like a reminder for me to get to know my parents more, ask them more questions. I feel like I never really did that growing up, and yeah, just like really savor the time and memories that I have with my parents. So yeah, this is what we have so far. I'm honestly a little discouraged that I only have this much done, but I also have to remind myself I am not like a machine in the way that I used to be. I don't sculpt hundreds of orders a month anymore, so naturally I've gotten slower. But this is also like a large sculptural piece. Like back when I was running my clay shop, it was like making little phone charms and keychains and then making a big batch of them. I took a break to change into some comfy clothes. My body was like, it's dark and it's cozy. Why am I not in my cozy clothes? I also made some rose tea. Let's get back to sculpting.
Looking at the treetops, they're covered in snow. Listen to the laughter, yeah, everyone's home. 반짝이는 빛 속에 설레이는 이 밤. It's the night before Christmas.
Officially been 4 hours since I started this challenge. Tell me why this is the only thing I managed to do so far. I'm gonna give myself grace because I did spend a lot of time making this like miniature cow, but I ended up not wanting to use it because I just didn't feel like it fit with the theme, it being a pond and everything. So I decided to go all in on like the little frogs. So these two are gonna be little frogs, and then of course I still need to shade everything tomorrow. But I think this will look really good once everything is shaded and I add the resin to make it look like water. I'm planning to add glow-in-the-dark powder as well in true Forever Pond fashion. I always make these ponds look phosphorescent in the dark because I feel like it just adds that fairy tale mystical quality to it. Maybe I'll even add little fairy wings to these little frogs. They could be like little frog fairies, frogaries. Okay, that's enough for me. I'm logging off for the night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Tell me when you'll show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be. Santa, tell me when you'll show yourself to me. Help me find who my baby will be tonight. It's all I need. Somebody that I'll only care for me.
Good morning, friends, or I guess it's afternoon. I just finished sculpting this Forever Pond. Unfortunately, my stopwatch like zeroed out overnight or something, so I lost all of that progress. I do have timestamps from when I started filming this morning. I had the same shirt on for continuity purposes. I started sculpting today at around like 9:30, and right now it's 12:45, so that means I already have a little more than 3 hours on today's clock. I'm so happy with how this pond turned out. I even added my dad's initials here, which we share the same initials. His name is Tony, I'm Tammy, and it's the same in Vietnamese too. His Vietnamese name starts with T, and so does mine. So it just feels extra special. I even managed to add the tiniest little fairy wings to all of the little frog spirits. It's crazy to think that just sculpting this alone took like 7 hours. I feel like maybe a couple years ago when I was in my prime of sculpting, I would have been much faster. But even though I'm slower nowadays, skill-wise, I think I have improved. I'm more meticulous. Like the fairy wings, I can get them so thin. The lily pads are also more complex. I like the proportions of the goldfish much more as well. So yeah, I guess with age, maybe you get a little slower, but you also get better. I don't know, random thought. I've just been thinking more about this, especially since I've been learning guitar. Even though technically my brain is like less pliable than it was when I was a kid, as an adult, I'm way more patient and I have a lot more perseverance. So whenever I'm learning a song and I don't understand how to do the chords, I just like push through it. And now I'm actually learning guitar compared to when I was a kid. I never managed to learn guitar because I just wasn't good at it immediately. Back to the matter of art, this is gonna look 10 times better once I've glazed it. The pond will actually look like it has water in it, but for now we can set this down. Since this is my last day in the studio before I go on a flight tomorrow, I think I'm gonna pivot from doing big sculptures to a lot of small ones now, just so I can get a little more done today. I made a little checklist of all the things I wanted to make, so I did this one for my dad already. Since my mom's sculpture is also gonna be big, I'm gonna go back to that one for now and just move on to Sorry, I feel like such an iPad kid. So when I was in France with all of my creator friends, I had sketched out this little cow for all of them. This character was based on our whole trip together. We were literally in the French countryside surrounded by cows, eating bread every day, eating apple desserts. So that is what this character ended up being. And now I'm gonna make 9 of them, 1 for each girl on the trip, including myself. Time check, it's 2:45 now, so I don't know, that means I've been sculpting for another hour. I kind of want to show you guys the evolution of the cows, even though I've only made 2 of the heads. This was the very first one that I made. I really wanted to test out the proportions of the head with the body and the scarf and everything. I actually don't really like how this one turned out. I think the horns are too big. The color of the snout is a bit too cool toned. For the second try, I ended up mixing some orange in with this pink, so now it's more peachy. And this is how the second head turned out. I also realized that on this first one, I forgot to add the apple on the head. So this is how they're actually gonna turn out. I guess this one will be for me. I don't even know if you can tell the difference between the prototype and the second one, but I really like the second one a lot better. I feel like the bigger forehead just makes it cuter. But yeah, don't be afraid to remake things because chances are it's gonna end up better.
An immigration issue. This was super popular to speak out with their name. Instagram was entirely white, and that's why I'll be sure when it.
Good morning, friends. I obviously was not able to sculpt for 24 hours before I left for Houston. I have no regrets. I spent Thanksgiving with my family and I just focused primarily on them. So yeah, it was a good weekend all in all, but today is now Monday, December 1st. I can't believe we only have a month left in this year. So grateful that I get to close this year off by doing the thing I love the most. Speaking of, let's get back to it. This is everything I managed to finish on Wednesday. Basically just rolled out all of the bellies and the heads for the cows, and then I was playing around with the proportions a lot. So now that everything is set, I think the rest of these guys should be smooth sailing.
Starts hollow. I'm not great at thing. I asked Rory to help me.
Also, this is how the fish pond turned out. So beautiful. I'm gonna switch lenses so you can see the little frog wings. Rolled out the thinnest, tiniest pieces, and you can actually like see through the wings. And to line the edges to make them a little bit more noticeable, I used this gold calligraphy ink.
Easy rider on the highway, station wagon going slow, windows open, you are basking in the bluegrass radio. It is easy now to see you with your hand out on the wind. I keep this folded.
Good morning, guys. Today is a very special day because we only have 4 hours left in this challenge. So here's the progress on all of the cows. I low-key locked in last night. I wasn't filming at all, and because of that, I managed to add all the, oh no, cow down. She's okay. The amount of times I'm just like carelessly flailing these trays around. I made the baguettes, and the scarves are a little tricky for me to figure out, so that's why some of them look a little different from the others, but I think, you know, that makes them a little more unique, a little more cute. So I finished 5 of the torsos, and now I just have to do 3 more, and then I gotta add their legs, and then I really don't like how this first one turned out. I think I'm gonna remake another one for myself because I deserve something too. I literally never sculpt anything for myself. So I woke up a bit earlier today so I could, you know, take Winnie out on a walk and work out. So Winnie's all settled in, and I'm going to finish these cows today, no matter what.
Darling, I would die for you. say you need a timeout, I think you mean a buyout, cause it's pretty clear you're on.
It's 2:30 now, and I finally have all of the cows ready to bake. We also have the surprise return of Coquette Maxine. She's gonna be another holiday gift for one of my crafty friends online as well. I actually finished sculpting these around an hour ago, but then I took Winnie for a walk, and then I got really hungry, and then I got distracted by making pickled onions, so now we're finally baking them. It got so gloomy so fast. These past couple of days in Colorado have been so cold. The low yesterday was like 15 degrees Fahrenheit. I always get tired in the afternoon, but especially after daylight savings happened. Once the clock hits like 2-3 p.m. and it gets really gloomy in here, my motivation just tanks and it gets so hard to do any work. But I'm super excited to paint these cows. I feel like that final touch will just pull it all together. I mean, they're super cute right now, but they don't look like cows. And sculpting Coquette Maxine truly felt like a return to home. The last time I sculpted these guys was in 2024, so it's been over a year. She's so pretty. Bye-bye. All the pieces are out of the oven, so now I'm ready to sand and paint them. I forgot how long this part takes, but I got this new gadget. It's a dust collector, because some of you guys suggested I should get one for my desk when I'm using the nail Dremel to sand the pieces off. Apparently this is really popular with nail technicians on TikTok, so I just got this. So we'll see if this works. It's pretty loud, I'm not gonna lie. That's okay. Just put on my headphones. My verdict is that it's better than nothing. It works, but you still have to like shake the dust into it. So I think that means this vacuum is like really weak. Good morning, friends. Today is Wednesday, December 3rd, so that means it's been a full week since I started this challenge. It's a bright, sunny morning here in Denver, Colorado, and here are the finished pieces. I finished glazing all of these pieces last night, and now I'm just doing the final step, which is to add the little keychains to the cows. Overall, in the span of at least 24 hours, I managed to make 12 different pieces, 9 cows, 1 Forever Pond, and 1 Coquette Maxine. And at first this number may seem so abysmal. You could probably buy 12 gifts in 20 minutes on Amazon. But once I reframed it in my mind, like it's not just 12 things I made, but it's 12 gifts for 12 people that I made. 12 people that I love so dearly in my life. All of a sudden, that number seems enormous. Like, I'm so lucky that I even have 12 people in my life to make things for. I'm so happy with how these cows turned out, and I hope the girls like them just as much as I do. Of course, same with this pond. I'm so proud of it. I think my favorite part is like the initials that I managed to put in, and yeah, it's my dad and I. What else could you ask for? And yeah, I just feel so lucky. These are so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Believe it or not, this is only like about half of the people in my life that I really want to make a gift for. I still have to make a gift for my sibling, for my mom, for Mr. Uncomfy. So this is only the first part of my gift making series. So be sure to tune in next week. Also, if you liked this desk that I've been using for literally the whole video, make sure to check out Vernal and use my discount code. All right, happy holidays. Bye, see you soon.
Rusty red on her shoulder, I was cleaning her shoe when it clicked on the trot over in the bright morning dew. We brushed and we braided.